Bienvenido and Wahi. I hope each and every one of you feels welcome. Hey, it is Destiny back. If you're here by way of the Smooch Sands Facebook page, hey sis, hey, I am that girl that runs that page. Yes, it is me. I am she that runs the Smooch Sands Facebook page. So if you've been on there communicating, speaking, and saying hey and this and that and that and this, it is me. It is not Smooch. It is Destiny. Hey, listen, I appreciate you if you've already subscribed to the channel, and if you have not subscribed, I need you to please do me a favor. Yes, right now, stop what you're doing and this topic, right? Listen, the next topic for today is going to be y'all, we finna tap into one of my favorites. That's my like nightmare. That's like my favorite. That's like my crutch. That's like my disability. That's like my lifeline. We're gonna tap into a little bit of my OCD. It taps into my OCD, but the topic is things on the floor. Why? Why do we put everything on the floor? Why are we comfortable with things on the floor? Drop down in the comments. Do we not know how disgusting a floor is? I know the floor to me. Correct me if I'm wrong. Put it in the comments. Name something else you know other than a toilet that is as filthy as the floor. A floor is disgusting, and I want to know, why are people so comfortable with things on the floor as if they're not dirty? Like, first example, you already know I'm extremely OCD. I have extreme OCD issues. We already know that. I want to talk about traveling. You have a suitcase that you've taken on the airport. They have thrown it in the midst of everybody else's. Under the carriage, I'm gonna call it a carriage because I can't think of the proper term right now. You know what it is, you know where it is. They don't throw it under there with everybody else's. You have drug it across the ground. You have drug it across the street. You have drug it through the airport. You have drug it through the hotel floor. You have just drug it everywhere that's disgusting and filthy. So please tell me, somebody, why are people so comfortable taking things off of a floor and putting it somewhere you deem to be clean, like your bed? What is that? Listen, especially when I'm watching TV. When I'm watching all of my little favorite shows, now I love to watch things like 90 Day Fiance, right? And that's all they do is travel. Everybody's traveling from country to country to find a loved one before the 90 days, after the 90 days, 60 days, 20 days, 150. They always traveling. So that's the main place I see it, because they're always traveling. They are. Even before they get to the airport, let's just say the suitcase is possibly somewhat partially clean in thean home, right? They start in the home, it's already on the floor. They on the floor packing everything up, so it's already dirty. But let's just say you see somebody start and they packing it up on the bed. You can think, oh yay, maybe their suitcase is clean because they wiped it down, then they place it on their bed. We can just go with that. But the moment they start traveling, baby, then they get to the hotel and they take it off the floor and flop it on the bed. My OCD be like, no, stop. Please, okay, I already know why it bothers me, because it is OCD. I want to know, what is the comfort zone? You know, usually I'm always saying certain things is negative. I'm like, family members, if it's y'all, don't even put it in the comments. I don't want to know. But I want to know, if it is you, if I'm talking about you, it's okay. We're not here to bash nobody on this channel. We never do. We keep everything clean, sweet, cute, and positive. So we're not going to bash you. But I want to know, why are you comfortable? I want to know what makes you comfortable. And it could be as simple as this, and ain't nobody thinking about that. Ain't nobody worried about that, girl. Ain't nobody finna be tripping about that. It could be that simple. But with me laying out those little intricate things about those little filthy, dirty germs, does it possibly change your mindset a little bit? Or you still ain't worried about it? Share down in the comments. I need to want to know. But yeah, I just kindly want to know. Again, I'm not here to bash anybody. My OCD issues are my OCD issues. They're mine. I talk about them openly. You all, if you've been on this channel for 5 minutes, you know about my OCD issue. If you've been on here for weeks and months, you really, truly know. I have extreme OCD. I battle it. I deal with it. I live with it. I navigate it the best way I possibly can to keep myself sane. However, it's a huge issue. Again, it's my lifeline. It's my mental health. It's my nightmare. It's my good and my bad. Okay. So when I do see other people do things, I do try to mind my business. I used to kind of get freaked out by things people did. I don't as much now because I'm so much of an introvert when it comes to that part of my life. I just disconnect myself from when I see people doing stuff that would really gross me out. I'm just like, look, it ain't me. It ain't going on my face. It ain't going on my mouth. It's not y'all. I don't care. But I'm always I did another video talking about, I think it was something about sweet tea, no lemon, please, no straw. Did a video. I'll drop an insert. But I talked about that. Like when I'm at a restaurant, I don't like people, don't put no straw in my drink. Your hands have touched everybody's debit and credit card. You've touched cash. You've touched whatever you've touched. Your finger has no business over the mouth of my straw. Hello? Drop in the comments. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Or again, is it a destiny? Ain't nobody finna be thinking about that with you. You're just doing too much. Or is that a little quirk you may have? You may not be extreme OCD like me, but is that something that bothers you? Because I've gone in restaurants and seen people ask for plasticware or hot water to soak their silverware in. So they may not be extreme OCD, but they did that for a reason. So I'm not by myself. I'm not alone. Y'all ain't about to make me think that. So drop in the comments for me. Let me know. What do you think about not even being OCD? That's my thing. But do you have your own quirks? And you don't even consider yourself to be OCD. You just have your little quirks about certain things. You're very specific and intricate about certain things. So yeah, that's one of mine. Not so much the whole, don't put a lemon in my tea because you got to touch it with your fingers. I don't need nothing your fingers touch near my mouth, right? When I go in grocery stores and restaurants, I cannot stand to see people drop something on the floor and just go on about their day. They pick it up, put it back on the shelf. I'm like, what happened? Not even what happened. What's the problem that we can't sanitize things before putting them back on shelves? And to this day, I know people picked it up. They did it during COVID. I still to this day do it here in this household. Anything is going to get wiped down once it comes from the store because we know several hands have touched it to package it, handle it, put it on the shelf. It's got to go on that filthy belt. It's got to go through the cashier's hands to check out if you're not doing self-checkout. It has so many germs on it. It cannot go in no refrigerator or cabinet in this household. Cannot, absolutely not going to happen. So things are still being wiped down, have always been wiped down before COVID. And something else is kind of, I was in the store the other day in Publix. I don't know what state, what city, what areas you're in, but we have Publix here in Florida. Publix is always so neat, so clean, so well put together. Like people love to go in Publix. Went in there a couple days ago. Dude, all dressed up in his little Publix little suit, looking all, it was all cute and tight on him. He bent down. He was handling the cereal. A box fell down. I just sat here and said, you know what he about to do? Y'all know what he did. He picked it up, put it right back on the shelf. And I get it. You're not going to take something wet and wipe a cardboard box down or whatever, but it's just still gross to see things hit the floor where people's dirty shoes are, and we just go on like it's not. It's dirty. That's why I brought that up to say that's why things come in this house and get wiped down. Do you know how many times things have dropped on the floor? We don't see them, and I when I shop, I think everything has potentially fell on the floor, and I know ain't nobody gonna wipe it down. They're gonna put it back on the shelf. I'm gonna bring it home. I don't want shoe dirt in my refrigerator. I don't want shoe dirt on my stove. So things get wiped down. That's just how that goes. But listen, one other thing I want to talk about, and I'm going to wrap this topic up, and this might be the last one for the night. So the last thing I want to talk about, everything's just not a part of being my OCD and just in my head because I'm just a little quirky about every little thing. But listen, once upon a time, I took cosmetology, right? So I was a licensed cosmetology for a very long time and recently just gave up my license. I'm like, yeah, I ain't never going to do hair again. Yeah, whatever. So I just recently stopped renewing that license. But I've been a licensed cosmetology since the 80s. Excuse me? I said I was been a licensed cosmetologist. Smooth's trying to correct somebody. Yeah, she gonna make me put her on camera. She better leave me alone over there in that corner. She in timeout. She just stay in her corner. Listen, if I didn't say licensed cosmetologist because she's saying I didn't, then correction, licensed cosmetologist. But I went to cosmetology school. Duh. Okay, listen. Seriously, in school, so a lot of things that go on with me, they've been taught somewhere, they've been instilled somewhere, and I just carry it because it made sense. And in this case, it made clean sense. Let me tell you something about cosmetology school. And I don't care if who don't do it today, which I've been to a lot of salons and a lot of people don't practice it. But let me tell you, drop something on the floor in cosmetology school if you want. You're taught. You probably taught it in restaurants too. People just don't practice cleanliness. They don't practice cleanliness anymore like they should in restaurants. Definitely not in salons. Drop something on the floor in cosmetology school. Number one, we had 2 instructors, and they did not play about a lot of stuff. You couldn't say wash hair. You had to say shampoo. You wash clothes and you wash cars, according to them. You shampoo hair. Say wash, and you owe them, I think it was 25 cents or 50 cents. They literally would walk around and collect money if you said wash hair. Secondly, drop something on the floor and not sanitize it. Oh, you was given $1. They didn't play that. That cleanliness thing was big. So there was this blue, I'm going to insert a picture. There's this blue barbicide jar. A jar, glass jar. You probably seen it in every barbershop. Had a little blue liquid inside. Probably didn't know what it was. I'm telling you, barbicide. Baby, you better pick that comb up, drop it in that barbicide jar, and go sanitize. Wash your hands. So of course I've been in salons, plenty of salons, and they just drop stuff on the floor, pick it up and keep it. Baby, if you pick a comb up off the floor and come in my hair, we gonna have some problems. OCD gonna speak to you, sis. So yeah, I am thankful that over the years I've had people that knew how to work with my OCD. I have never been able to just go to anybody, as my mother would say, antibody. I just couldn't. I literally had to go with people that I had some type of friendship, some type of rapport. Even if it was a stranger, I had to go in prior, let them know, hey, I'm extreme OCD. If I could get you not to be handling your cell phone, it's got a bunch of germs on it and all these different things just kind of tend to my hair. And some people look at me like I'm crazy and they can't do my hair. Some people will, accommodate, and I will give them a try. And then I had a girl that I was really, really, really close to for a while, and she did my hair, and she was excellent. Like, she pulled out all the bells and whistles to accommodate my foolishness that I call my OCD. That is my OCD. So yeah, with that being said, I kind of, like I said, a lot of things that I have as OCD, it came from somewhere else. It stemmed from somewhere else, and it just made sense, and I liked it. I liked the cleanliness of it, so yeah, I stuck with it. That's my take. We about to wrap this on up. So listen, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this particular topic up. I guess I would have a takeaway, but my takeaway is for the people in the universe out here working in stores and restaurants. It's not really for my little family members here on YouTube, cause y'all ain't fixing me no food. You're not putting my stuff on the shelves. I don't know. You may work around the corner at my Publix or my Walmart. I don't know. Listen. I guess it's really not a takeaway because it's a personal thing. People are going to be clean if they choose to be. They're going to practice cleanliness in different avenues of life if they choose, and if they don't, they don't. Whether I put a takeaway to this video or not. I guess, say, though, be mindful, kind of. Try to be a little bit more clean. Save the universe. Y'all know I like to clown because I throw so many deep topics at you. I like to throw in that little bit of clowning so I can break up the monotony. I definitely like to do that. But yeah, seriously, just for fun's sake, seriously, when you're out and about, just for yourself, because I always say when I do the OCD cleanliness types of videos, I like to say for your safety, we all went through it during COVID, so I'll say something that makes more sense to us. Everybody was aware. We were on alert. We paid attention. We practiced those things. So I would just say the takeaway be, I know we've gone far from COVID and everybody's kind of gotten back to what they used to be, but just for your safety, your own cleanliness and healthiness is to when you're out and about, be a little bit more mindful. Pay attention. You may or may not want to keep that routine of wiping things down before you put them in your home, but it's just a germ you're bringing in that can manifest into something else. And then some people probably thinking, girl, I've been bringing them germs in for 20, 30 years. I ain't dead yet, so you're going to keep doing what you're doing. Listen, that's okay. I'm just glad you all are tapped in. And thank you for watching this video. I don't have anything else to say on that topic because we've probably got about 3 or 4 previous videos on OCD, cleanliness, germs, and all that good stuff. So yeah. I do want you all to drop some things down in the comments about what you think about it. Is it a big deal to you? Have you picked up some new practices to be a little bit more mindful of how you navigate things? And did it make sense when I was talking about traveling, you know, dragging suitcases and stuff around and putting them on the bed? Oh, I knew it was something I was missing in this video, so we're going to go ahead and insert it real quick. I think about people, we ain't going to talk about pets. We ain't going to talk about pets because I'm just not going to talk about, it's a lot of things I'm not going to talk about on this channel. And that's going to probably be one of them. I might do one a little later, a little snippet, but right now, But I think about people that do certain things, right? And people's favorite words when it comes to things being clean is, or when things are dirty, people like to say something is clean. Oh, that's clean. Or I just washed that. That's clean. Listen, if you're putting dirty suitcases, clothes from work, and all that stuff on your bed ain't clean. I'm curious as to know why people even change sheets. What do you even change your linen for when the bed ain't never clean from go? It ain't clean from stop. When you put everything on it that's dirty, you don't have a clean bed. So you could just really put sheets on your bed and never change them. If you're going to put shoes, outside clothes, suitcases from traveling. Y'all, I'm going to wrap this up because you know I could go on and on and on to the break of dawn about cleanliness. I'm out. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned. Keep watching. I will see you all next time.